Westbound. Westbound Entertainment.
Untold Stories, Endz with the Lenz, Pepmendo.
What up?
Today, bruh, we got the special guest, man, right here from the soil, man. Pittsburg, California, you dig? Hey, right now, we got Rydah J Klyde in the flesh. Rydah, how we doing, bro?
Oh, I can't complain, man. You know, I'm still above ground.
So, bro, Rydah, bro, how'd you get your name, Rydah J Klyde? How'd that come about?
It was one of them nights. We came from a ride. My homeboy Shady Bone, he gave me that name. They used to just call me Clyde. Just little shit we do, stick ups and shit. You know
Right,
what I'm
that
saying?
night, right?
Yeah. So it was given to me. I ain't named myself that shit. You feel me? So like a lot of people do, it was given to me.
Wait, tell the people where you from, bro. Where you from?
I'm from Pittsburg, California. You know what I'm saying? I did my hustle and my tussle up in El Pueblo, California. You know, see how we put the California on the end.
Hello.
Yeah,
No ghetto stuff.
You spent so much time in that little square area, a certain, you know, so many miles.
Right.
You know, Pueblo, California.
Yes, sir.
When your hood is the city you're from. So anything outside of that can get done.
Hello.
It is.
Right.
Straight like that. Man, so, how'd the Mob Figaz come about, bro? Like, are y'all related?
Me and Hustle was related. That's my younger
Oh,
cousin, my blood cousin. And I think Betty and Jack is related. I think they cousins. And AP moved out here from Fillmore, from San Francisco, California, around the time that we formed a group. But we wasn't always no group. You know what I'm saying? We didn't become a group until that night SIBO came out here. And if y'all remember, it was a record store on Railroad. I forget the name of it, but it was some cats from Frisco that owned that record store. And they had called AP and let him know SIBO was fresh out of jail and was looking for a group. And just us being, you know, we all knew each other. We all called each other like on our bat lines. I called Hustler. Hustler called Jacka. Jacka called Fetty. You know, and we all came up to the store, did our little performance. We went to the studio with SIBO that night in Fairfield and recorded like 2 or 3 songs with Mike Mosley. And shit, after we got through recording the songs, we just walked in the room and was like, man, y'all gotta come up with a name. We came up with that name that night. That's when the Mob Figaz
History.
that name.
That's
History
peace.
was made.
Yeah, that's peace, bro. Who's Mike Mosley?
Mike Mosley, man, yo, the creator of the mob music, like in like the 90s and shit. Mike Mosley and Sound Bostic, anything you heard, like the 40 music, fucking Mac Mall, anybody you heard, but you heard the Mike Mosley sound. So I was like a big fan. We all was fans of Mike Mosley before we even met him that night. So that was just like some dream come true that night. Just all in one night. Met Mike Mosley, recorded on his music, and became the Mob Figaz. So shit.
So it was like, does it feel like it was like overnight thing that you came from just like, you know, Pittsburgh rapping or?
It don't, cause we was putting in work way before Bo even came out here. It was like, you know, being from here, I'm quite sure y'all probably heard some of the underground tapes and shit. We had
they still
like shit floating around. It's probably still floating around to this day. So we was working prior to that. It just caught the right ear.
That's peace, bro. Y'all came together and was fucking
Right.
with it and already knew. Like, that's dope, bro. It's like it's meant to happen. Like, it was meant to
Yeah,
be,
that's what
bro.
it was like. That's what it felt
Definitely.
like.
I feel like the Figaz is one of the best rap groups, period, not even just out the Bay Area.
Even though we only had really one album, and it's dope to hear motherfuckers saying,
No, that's real
we
shit.
really only
That's
had
real
like
shit.
one album, literally. It was the second album just was pieced together. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know that picture y'all took and it's all of y'all's like all of y'all, bro, in that whip. Where was that at, bro? That was like y'all was like some niggas was outside the car, niggas was sitting in the car.
Oh, that was in Hillcrest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was in Hillcrest, and this cat named Abdul, he started at Bar Records with Jacka, and that was, I think, outside his house. If I'm correct, I think that's where he was outside his house. I'm not sure.
What was that? You heard of Saxon? You know what I'm talking about? What was that name, bro? What was the name of the song, remember? Yeah, show me. It was hell long time ago.
It was
$1 Million Dream. Yeah, 1215's Major Style.
See, that was Fetty and Jacka.
Yeah.
They was a group before, they was called Fatal Mentality.
That's big.
And they was featured on that compilation way before Tha Mob Figaz was even, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we wasn't never no group. We was just all from this.
Knees.
Yeah, we was just, and what it was Rob Lowe. Like, he was the producer. He was the man behind the music. And if you rapped out here and you wasn't fucking with Rob Lowe, then you probably wasn't doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Your beats weren't up to par.
So, you know, Rob Lowe was kind of like the root of that. You know what I'm saying?
Who's King Freako to you?
Man, this was a childhood friend. Somebody I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Around the way. People used to always mistake me for him.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s, I'd be at Pittsburg high school football games and Chico, turn around. Hey, Chico. People always mistook me for him. But
Why they call him Chico for?
that was his name. His name was Frederick Chico Gaines.
Oh, okay.
That's so they call him Chico. Chico, get the yayo.
Chico.
Big get the yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as the Figs, like how often y'all connect? Y'all still be chilling or?
Yep.
Every
Once in a
do
while.
some shows or any of
Every
that?
once in a while. No, we ain't really did no shows. I mean, ever since the loss of Jack, that shit just feel kind of corny trying to pull together
No,
and
I
do some
feel it.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
But
it.
we still keep in contact. Matter of fact, I just spoke to Fetty the other day. Me and Hustler always talk. Me and Ep.1 stay in contact, so we still stay in contact.
Have you been to his shop yet? In Vegas?
No, I don't even think he got the shop no more. I heard he shut it down. I didn't get to get to it before he shut it down.
It was peas. I shot a
You
video
went
up
there?
there for the Latin niggas like wanted to say a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And it was peas, bro.
Oh, so he might still have it up then.
Yeah,
Huh?
he had the quad and shit. That shit was peas, bro. He got big ass pictures and shit of the Jack, him, y'all in there. You know what I mean?
That's
You
crazy,
know, crazy keeping that shit.
And you know what's crazy, man? At that we did that. You were at the Tear Gas, the 10-year anniversary show that we were out there in Frisco, and me and Andrew were out there together. We was doing it, but man, just to see the different type of fans you had, man. You had old white dudes trying to take pictures with the Rydah J Klyde and shit. You know, it was like, man, it was just like, bro, I really like. To me, it was like, what the?
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like one of the.
Look like some old teachers.
Being around
Drake.
when I used to be rocking with Drake, we used to be places and it'd be like old white people like knew who he was, and he used to be surprised. Like, God, he should know who I am. You don't know who you is? You Mac Drake.
Yeah, you
know who you is.
You feel me?
But yeah, that's a blessing to have, to see all kind of people of all different lives and forms of shit.
And
that know who you is. And
for sure.
That feel good.
Wow, it was just a shocker to me. I was just hey, Rydah, can I get a picture?
That shit shocked me too. To see he was even in there.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? I was standing right there.
About the picture on my Facebook timeline right now.
Like, Mr. Rogers.
Then he be at all the shows. He
right?
Popping up. You might see him in a few videos.
Man, that's him stick coming out the clothes rack right now.
Man.
Hey, speaking of fans and stuff, like, what's one of the craziest fan stories? Does anybody freak out on the outside when they've seen you, bro? And they're like, oh, it's a Rydah. That's my figures. You feel me?
Like, what's the
These niggas go
creepiest?
crazy.
Do you feel me? What kind of the creepiest people? You know what I mean? Like, what was the weirdest shit? You know what I mean?
Creepiest shit or just the wild shit?
Mania shit, the guad and shit.
I don't know. I know the first experience I had was when we went to Kansas City the first time as the Mob Figaz, and we was in the mall and shit. They had to shut down the hat store we was in. Those motherfuckers was literally banging at the thing.
They knew you was gonna be there, or niggas just saw you out there?
They spotted us.
Oh, that's many.
Right?
That shit was that was some spooky shit.
Y'all got Selena.
For real,
Yeah, bro, it was some real. It was a whole different vibe with that shit out there compared to anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Did it trip you out like, damn, niggas from out here?
Hell yeah, for to see people even react like that, shit. And I was fresh off the curb. I probably had crack on me then. Shit.
Right? Real shit.
That shit was like, whoa.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Hey, how'd you get signed to Thizzy and T like through Mac Dre and stuff? You know what I mean? Through that label stuff. How did that come about?
I think it was we was out, it was a Mob Figaz show, and I think Dre was fresh out of jail around this time. And I remember we was performing, and he was like backstage getting ready to come on. And he was just watching. And I don't remember quite how Frico, who we was just talking about, was in Sacramento, and that's where Dre was paroled to.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Chico knew Dre before I did. And Dre would always send word through people about getting in contact with him. You know what I'm saying? And for a hell of years, I just, we was doing the Mob Figaz shit, and I was just kind of doing my own thing. But after I got in that high-speed chase and got in a car crash and shit, and was kind of just sitting on my ass and shit, I just took it up on myself to go to Sacramento, where Dre was. And was really actually just going out there to record the album, because it was supposed to be me and Chico album. Me and Frico was supposed to be the first album on Thieves.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I know that.
like, if you look inside some of Dre's first albums when he first came home, like It's Not What You Say, It's How You Say It. If you look on the inside, it'll tell you what album's supposed to be coming on, Thiz Entertainment. And that's another thing, people got to get confused with Thiz Entertainment and Thiz Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thiz Nation was AD, after Dre. Thiz Entertainment was while Dre was here, you know what I'm saying? So if you look on the inside of there and it says,
That's like some Bible shit right there.
Oh, yeah,
you see how I put it in them words, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we was supposed to do an album on Thiz Entertainment, but that didn't even end up happening. And that, when I went out there, from that day, I never left. I didn't leave SAC for 10 years, I think it was.
Man.
I never left, and just me and Dre just connected like that.
That's big.
That's
That's
what's
big, bro. I was gonna say, Mac Dre loved King Frico too, huh? Like he was making blasts, huh?
He did.
Made some slaps.
He did. Frico was just one of them ones. I remember we came out here to the funeral, free pass. Me, Dre, and Kilo came to the funeral. So it was just.
Which one of your favorite projects y'all made, like between y'all three, or just even with you and Freak? You feel me? Like, what's one that that's your one? That's
Freak
your
passed before actually all of that shit got to rolling. Like the album, the Me and Frico album was just really songs that we recorded before even the Mob Figaz came out. You know what I'm saying? And I just put that together while he was gone. just to keep his name alive.
Right, keep it
For
still
sure,
ringing,
for
man.
sure.
Mm-hmm. So, we didn't really get to do too much rapping like that when Freak was here.
So what you slapping right now? What you got in your car right now banging?
Well, I'm playing, I play all kind of shit, but I've been fucking with a cat named FBG Duck out of Chicago.
What's his style of rap? How did you like? What you like about his style of rap? You kicking that
He's
shit?
different. He versatile. Like,
Right.
he,
Diverse?
He do a whole lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got what they call it, the drill shit.
Oh yeah.
He got some of that, but then he can switch it up. He can do the melody shit. He's dope. I
Little
fuck
bit of
with his
everything.
shit. I always got some Richard Factor in that.
I was just slapping him today, working out. City
For
like
sure.
a
I
38
keep some of
special.
that in there.
Hey.
And shit, I actually been playing a lot of my shit lately.
Right.
I really don't even do that too much. But
Older stuff?
this new shit and the last 3 albums, the 2 DJ Fresh albums and then this new album.
Hell
A
yeah.
lot.
What are some artists that influenced your style of rap since you was a young mustache?
Spice One,
Spice One.
Nas, Scarface, Ice
A
Cube.
good era of rap.
Right.
Yeah, the real era of rap. Shit. I'm a
That's
student of all of that shit.
Right.
That's for sure.
Like, they're probably my top one. Spice One, Ice Cube, Scarface, Nas.
Them Tonight shows, them the newest projects you got coming out, or what's the newest shit that's in the streets right now?
The newest shit is My Presence is a Present. It's an
Mhm.
EP, 7 songs on there.
Y'all better quit sleeping on that. Gonna get it right now.
Yeah,
You feel me? It's on
man.
iTunes and shit.
It's on iTunes and all the digital outlets. Apple Music, shit. Even shit I ain't even never heard of. That shit is on.
Right?
You know, that-
Napster.
Napster. Shit, I probably don't even use, but that shit on there.
Yeah, that's
though.
on there. It's through there.
Really, All you gotta do is just Google my name.
Man,
All that shit gonna pop up.
At the end of the day, people gonna slide by the J Klyde shit, and that's for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I keep it regular in my car.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, too.
Me and bro was on the way up here slapping, you know. But
Yeah.
and it's even a pleasure to come up here and do this with you. You feel me?
Right.
Being the first, you know, Untold
Man,
Stories
it's a pleasure
podcast
to
we
be
got
able to
going
do
out
this
here.
shit. Hell
The whole
yeah.
team's out here putting in 100. You know?
Hey, did you like them crunch wraps outside?
Man,
Yeah.
what?
Dom.
That food thing is the next wave. I told him I'm gonna have me a food truck
Hello.
with the Pittsburgers on
Hey,
it.
best
Don't
believe I'll
nobody
be
steal
there.
my motherfucking idea too. You see that nigga selling Pittsburgers, you know he got that shit from me. Don't nobody, you gotta be from here to even know what a Pittsburger
Come
is.
on,
Right.
They didn't have that shit in y'all elementary schools.
Come on.
Shout out the cafeteria lady. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Come on. Shout out to Dom Trap So Hard, man, and the whole It's a Rap 2020 movement, man.
Pittsburgh's
Yes,
finest.
sir.
You
Hey,
feel me?
busting down the
Downtown
crunch wraps, they
Pittsburgh.
hella big, affordable, and he got the vegan option, man. I've been on my vegan stuff, man, so you better get up on it, man. You
Me
want
too. I'm
Listen,
juicing.
listen.
I'm
Yeah, he was
Rydah
talking
J
about that,
Klyde.
right?
Rydah Juice Clyde,
That's what the J
right?
stand for.
Hey, let's expand on that as of right now, because people ain't really talking about that. This is something we need to
No
talk about.
health.
Well,
What,
shit,
so you've been juicing, bro? Like, what?
Yeah.
Let the people know what's that about. Why you juicing, bro?
Well, really, why I'm doing it, because I'm getting older. I might not look it, but yeah, bitch, I'm getting older.
Right. Look at you.
I was in a car crash, a high-speed chase gone wrong, and got some body parts taken and replaced with some pins and needles and rods, and to keep that swelling from coming up, that celery juice, and knock that down. Plus, it's it's healthy
Right.
to be juicing. I mean, shit.
help
You
with
want
all
to
that
be
money.
here, you got kids, you want to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Quit drinking all them sodas
Right.
and alcohol.
I should dry
Get
your
some
bones
water,
out.
man.
Hello.
There's alkaline water in here.
And that's the worst part about it, man. That you going to all these places where kids are at, movie theaters. You feel me? Football games. They're just serving up straight sugar
Hey,
for
man,
them.
they
and shit,
pushing
man.
that poison. It's America, man.
You
It's
know?
the #1 trap spot, man. They didn't come up in here and steal this shit
Hello.
for nothing else but to make some money, man.
Right.
Especially off us people, and in these communities. You feel me?
They gonna do what they do to get the chicken.
Right.
Come on, they're gonna raise the
That
price on the
means
health
selling your cigarettes and soda, man, they gonna push you.
Right.
All kinds of shit.
You
Hey,
just got.
how'd you link with Johnny Cash, bro? How'd that come about?
So while we was doing the Mob Figaz shit, he would come out here. They would come out here to the studio to mess with Rob, and we kind of met like that at the studio, and we talked about doing some shit. Years before that Money Gang even came about. Actually, when Dre was trying to put together the Diz Entertainment, he wanted like top artists. He wanted like Messy Mar, Keep the Sick.
He wanted the boy.
Yeah, he
On the
wanted
bag.
to, he wanted to be like how Jay-Z had Rockefeller. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I used to always play him Cash shit. Like when we be coming from Sacramento, coming out here, I throw that shit in and be like, yeah, we gotta bring him aboard.
All right.
And it's crazy. When we went to Kansas City and the shit happened with him. Like a couple weeks after that, I'm in Richmond I was trying to buy a car. I'm at the car lot. I went up there and gave them motherfuckers a shoebox full of money, and I didn't have no license. So he
No L's. Trying to
He took the bread, and then when he told me I couldn't get the car because of my license, he tried to give me a check back. I want no motherfucking
My
check.
bread.
Fuck,
Give
I'm
my
gonna do
bread.
with this, give my cash
Yeah.
back. So while I'm up there going through this, Cash used to come to that same car store and buy weed from one of the motherfuckers. One of the motherfuckers was selling weed.
Yeah,
Selling
right out the
ball.
bag
He
and
ain't trying to
shit.
give
Whoa,
you no
they
bread.
got
We ran into each other like that, and matter of fact, I think I was going to Kansas. I was on my way to Kansas City. We was about to go in the next couple of days, and I was telling him about how I'm fucking with Dre. And I'll be playing in your music, and when we get back from Kansas City, I'm gonna call you so y'all can meet. We're gonna put it together. But we ended up going to Kansas City, and Dre ended up getting killed. So when I came back, I kept my word and called him and brought him up to the studio. He was just actually doing some songs to be featured on my What's Really This now. And we just built a relationship after that. Like, shit.
It seemed like you
Started just recording songs and came up with a name. Money Gang was born.
y'all made some classic slaps with the Money Gang.
Yeah, man, that was my brother from another right there. Like, it was That was one of my legs.
What was one of your favorite features on somebody else's album that you
That
feel?
I featured on?
Yeah, that you came on somebody else's project.
I think I like my verse on the Filthy Rich song. On that No Motive. I think I like that.
Now, is there any artist that you feel like you just won't work with again, just for any reason?
Shit. No, motherfucker got some money. I'm gonna do what I do.
Right, so I feel it.
If you don't carry your weight, then shit.
Yeah, right.
It's on you.
Right.
One of the songs I really like, Blood, that you made, bro. I want to know what was going on around that time when you made "Love of My Life."
That was around the time Jacka was recording his first solo album. And I think I just came to the studio that day and Rob had that plan. I think I just jumped on that joint that day. If I'm mistaken. But I was still had both feet in the streets around that time. So
That shit was loud.
Yeah, like I was slapping that wild night. I was thinking that someone asked you, like, man, could you recall a wild ass night? You feel me? Like you like that Mac Dre song you and Dre did. You know, you swang him at every light. You know what I mean? Like I know y'all did some shit, man, during that whole This Nation era, man. It was wild. I mean, even just watching the Trill TV back in the day as a fan and shit, it was just like, man, you know, when the camera comes off, you feel me?
Anytime around Dre was just full of all kind of shit. Like, I mean, you know, it ain't no secret. Dre was pimping.
Right.
Dre had 2, 3, 4 hoes at any time. Like if you remember the song "Shake the World,"
Yeah.
that's because Dre he wouldn't keep a cell phone. That motherfucker, he was throwing cell phones against the wall.
Right.
Nigga, and didn't even want to be bothered. When a motherfucker wanted to get in touch with Dre, sometimes they had to call my phone.
Right. Some Goodfellas shit.
Yeah, though, he was, man, that shit. He would call me every morning, Rydah J Klyde. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the kind of relationship me and him had.
Right.
Like Luke. What'd he say? Like Shaq and
Kobe, Luke and
Kenobi.
The blood. I don't know. I'm getting tell they call themselves something.
People know when they seen Dre, they seen me in the passenger seat, one of them motherfucking Euros every time.
Yeah.
Until it's passing.
In the van.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was classic shit.
Like one time, we would have to drive from Sacramento to Frisco to Mitchell Brothers. I think it's Larkin Street. And this was like the daily routine, you know. We'd drive to Frisco early in the morning, then 2, 3 in the morning, we drive out there to pick the hoes up. This particular day, one of the broads was driving. We was picking her up. She get in the driver's seat, Dre jump out the driver's seat, get in the passenger seat. I'm coming around to the back. I guess the bitch didn't know I wasn't in the car yet. So she pulled off. And hey! And when he noticed I was back there, he told the bitch to stop. Man, that nigga was so motherfucking mad, he made that bitch get out the car. He jumped back in the driver's seat, I get in the passenger seat. He shut the doors and told that bitch to jog while we was driving down the street in Frisco.
Yeah.
And he cussing the bitch out through the window. She running down the street like this. I'm trying to tell him, cuz we is in San Francisco, nigga. You don't put this bitch in the car. What the fuck is you doing? We finna go down, man.
You got over there doing the 100-mile dash.
I'm talking about all kind of stories. I'm talking about through a 7-Eleven Slurpee at a bitch face.
Damn.
You ever seen a bitch turn purple and green and pink? I'm talking about boy.
Right? God damn.
Megan was a mother.
And I can only imagine, that's what I'm saying, man. I knew that song Wild Night, that was just like, man, that was just a little snippet. I bet y'all went through a whole bunch of shit.
It was
rock star shit.
Ecstasy pill time, so shit.
And that's what you could take one. You know what I mean?
Kind of crazy shit going on some of them nights.
You know?
Hell yeah.
That shit'll kill you. Like back then, you know, you couldn't take as many. Like people, be like, I took 10 pills. Like man, back then you would have took 3. You would have been doing the Harlem Shake on the floor. You
I was King Kibbles and Bitch. I'm a little nigga. When he talk about Kibbles and Bitch, he was talking about me.
Right?
Kibbles and Bitch, man. I don't want all of that shit. I can't handle it, man. I'm a thinker. I lose my mind.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Take one, you own one.
Psychedelic.
When you growing up in a low, you feel me? Like, what's the craziest shit you ever saw? Like some mania shit. Like dumb mania. You come out like, ooh, that was mania. I don't even know why.
Too many, yeah.
There's too many stories.
It's a lot of shit, but what I'll say. I don't know. It was one day it was a sunny day and we was just out there chilling. And this old cat, I don't even know if he's still around now, but somebody had robbed him. And all I know, I was sitting in front of the house and the car pulled up and he looked like a dope fiend. So I got up and was finna go serve him. And that motherfucker hopped out the car with a Tech 9, nigga. You know what a Tech look like.
Yeah,
Tech
right.
scared the shit out of a little nigga.
Wake you up.
The breathing holes on it. And he was pointing at, and I'm talking about he ran through, whoever he was looking for, he ran on feet, hopped out the car and was just chasing people with that motherfucking Tech. And when he found out who he was looking for was up the street, he went up there and shot. And hit my nigga in the ass too. My nigga body dead. Hit him in the ass. He ain't dead. That's my nigga name. Body dead.
That was the story though.
Right.
Yeah, it was just crazy because he was on feet for like a long time, just out there. Nobody called the police or nothing. Everybody knew him and knew what the situation was.
It's an everyday thing when it comes to the other communities. You see shit like that every day.
Yeah, that was some wild shit though. But I sure ran up to that motherfucker thinking he was some money. And he hopped out with that thing like this. Get your ass back! Yeah.
Did you go to Pitt? Did you graduate? How far did you make it in school?
I don't even remember.
I
don't know if I dropped out in the 9th grade or I made it to 11th. I don't even remember. I know I was at Pittsburg High School only for the 9th grade.
Okay.
And then they sent me to Riverside. But prior to that, when I was at Central, by 7th grade, I had four periods. I used to have to leave the campus after lunch, but I would never leave after lunch. I would stay there and fuck around and shit. And then, I don't know if y'all did that, because I know they ain't got them now, but they had them continuation schools in every church out here. I went to every one of them motherfuckers.
I went to the Portable.
Camp Stoneman Church up there, the one over here off of, nigga, I was at church in the schools.
I was at
continuation schools, nigga. I went to all of them.
Holy water at school.
Hey, this is something I want to ask you. How did Fly Gangsta come about?
Shit, that's me. I'm the
Right.
Fly Gangster, man.
Right. Definition.
Nah, Dre put all of that together. The whole look, the album cover, everything. That was his I was his creation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just,
Like his prodigy.
yeah, I just used to have.
What do you miss most about Dre, bro? Like being like rocking with the shit. Like what was like your best
He
man?
was like a big brother, bro.
Right.
Like to me, like we had the same goals. You know what I'm saying? He was with the rap shit. Like one day we was in Seattle, and the dude from Black Sheep named Drez, you know what I'm saying? The engine number 9.
Right.
He was at a show we did, and this was after the show, and everybody in the street, in the parking lot and shit. And he called me, "It's Rydah, come here." He was like, "Who was this?" I said, "Nigga, that's Drez." Like, he do shit like that just to test you to see. Like, you know what I'm saying, if you was a D-boy, B-boy. You know, that's what he used to call it. That was going to be one of my albums. It was going to be called D-boy, B-boy. He used to always say that. That's what we is, nigga. We rap first, nigga. It's clean pimping. We dropping these hoes off at the strip club and we coming back to the studio. We ain't with all that other shit. It's clean pimping.
Right.
That's what it was with Dre. Yeah, but I miss that nigga because all of the shit he had planned. He just got killed off when he went to Kansas City and he didn't make it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I know what the plan was, like, to be a part of something, and then the head of the shit, something happened to him, and just to watch all of that shit just, you know, like, all the shit we had planned just go down the drain.
Who's Tigger, bro? Who is that guy?
That was my nickname, man. My grandma used to call me that because I don't know, I think I used to just, I couldn't stay still. You know, Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, bouncing around. Yeah, my grandmama called me that and shit. Most of the girls around here know, they tease me with that shit. They call me Tigger. Not Tigger from Rap City.
Right.
Tigger from Winnie the
Hood
Pooh.
tip from Rap City, yeah, the basement, you feel me?
Pep, what's a song that gets you in your mode when you? What's your favorite Rydah song that gets you in your mode?
I just feel like it depends what I'm doing, you feel me?
Right.
You know, like if it's a summer night and I'm riding, I'm smoking, you know, it's a privilege, you feel me?
It's a vibe.
You feel me?
Vibration.
Just how I'm feeling, but I mean,
You can play some shit, a song that you like, but if you ain't in that mindset, in that mode, man, change that shit.
No, for sure. And I feel like that the music you listen to definitely helps carry your energy different. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Music is a drug.
A portal. You
You know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying? Just think if we didn't have music,
It'd be many, bro.
man, it'd be crazy on this motherfucker.
Right. So,
Niners or Raiders?
Raiders.
Man.
Horrible.
man, because we're only one.
I'm out of here, bro.
Gold's always worth more than silver, right?
Hey.
Well, let's not, man. Let's not open that can of worms.
I'm really not even
that
a
bro
fucking
Jackson's
fan. I
gonna
quit watching football one time.
Yeah.
Knew I wasn't going to the NFL.
Right. So, hey, you play sports when you were a kid? Any
Hell
sports?
Yeah, I played every motherfucking thing.
What, you know what I mean?
Flag football, tackle football, base. I didn't like baseball, but I was running that shit too. Basketball, like I forget the
Leisure
teacher's
service?
name. Leisure services.
Yeah.
Do they even have that still?
Hell no.
That's fucked up. That's why these little motherfuckers fucked up around this
They got some junior warriors or something like that, but not. Remember the leisure services with the big T-shirt with the Pittsburg sign in the front?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep, I played everything, bro.
JFL, all that.
Like a lot of people that I played ball with from out here went to the NFL and shit. Like Shenard Harts, Ken Simonton, Travis Minor.
I got Ken Simonton highlight.
Upshaw,
Yeah,
Reagan Upshaw, he's out there.
Me, Ken Simonton, and Travis Minor. We played West Pittsburg on the Spartans.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Antioch in the 1989 Turkey Bowl at DBC. We played on the turf. DBC was like one of the only fields out here that had turf on it.
Right.
Hell yeah, played me some ball.
Y'all some boys in. We didn't turn you
We was the shit. We had the
position you
illest
play?
wishbone in the game. Nigga,
Uh.
Horace Westbrook the third. Nigga, Travis Minor and Ken Simonton. I
I
played second string tailback.
I can see why though. You feel me? They was some ballers.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We
some
was
straight
raw.
NFL
Pittsburgh
players.
always been the nigga.
It's a football town.
Bro. We
It's
a football town.
for
bro.
sure.
Powerhouse.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All the way from John Henry Johnson, whatever his name.
Yeah, he was on the Niners, you feel me?
Yeah, man. My grandma used to always tell me about that shit.
Man, I was listening to a Jacket song and he was like, and this was always, I was always slapped that part. He said Rydah has been on the block since he was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? What do you say, pushing kicks in the world so cold, you feel me? So you was out there 12 years old as a kid, you feel me? So
Yeah, I jumped on this shit kind of early. Like, once I got a hold of the streets and shit, like all that football, that shit kind of like, everything really kind of went out the window. I used to draw, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Only thing I stuck with that I used to do was the music, you know what I'm saying? Probably would have been in the game earlier than that if I didn't have all of that other shit going on, you know what I'm saying?
You don't try to draw it down like once you got spare time or whatever you got.
You never heard this saying, you don't use a gun and take it away from you?
Right, I heard
Man,
that.
hell, shit, I stopped drawing. And I probably can do a little shit, but not
It's
like I
riding a
used
bike,
to,
man.
bro.
Right.
it's like, you know what I mean? It's like riding a bike.
I used to be really raw with that shit. I used to tagging shit and drawing all the spray paint cans and shit. I had the airbrush folder.
What elementary did you go to? Village?
Highlands.
Highlands?
Yeah,
Okay.
Highlands. I grew up in Pittsburg Plaza.
Right there,
Right down this, right across from that big ass church on Harbor Road. Harbor Street?
yeah.
Harbor Road.
Okay.
Frisco.
Because I know a lot of the El Pueblo kids went to Village. You know?
Mm-hmm. See, I started hanging in the Pepmendo later on in life. But most, like everybody, grandma, granddaddy's got some in El Pueblo. It was called Columbia Park before it was called El Pueblo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, come from the ghetto, you shall return.
No, for sure, right? For sure. I lived in Hudson Court, you know what I mean? And
Me too. I lived in Hudson Court and Antioch.
Yeah, you
I
feel
got
me?
pictures. That was, I think my mom's first apartment was Hudson Court.
Yeah, me too. I lived in Hudson Court.
Yeah.
It was mainly back then, you
I
know.
lived everywhere.
Right?
So
I feel the same way.
Parkside. I stayed on Daddy.
I
lived on Ventura.
feel you. You got that single.
Shit, I stayed in West Pittsburgh. When I first sold crack was on Bailey Road. It wasn't in El Pueblo. It was in West Pittsburgh.
Right?
When it was West Pittsburgh.
Right?
It
Not
wasn't
Bay
Bay
Point.
Point.
Bay Point.
I'm talking about when Point Center and all of that shit was popping.
Right?
Me and probably Nuck Brittle, Charlie Jam, we first hopped in the game on Bailey Road.
Throwback. The
Point
throwback
Center's one of
era.
the original blocks in the West Center, like one of the OG blocks.
Yeah,
Right off a little past.
shit used to be on fire. Wow.
I think the interview I do, El Mage, he's from Point Center or something like that.
Yeah, front page El May.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know El May, man.
Y'all are the real one, baby. Y'all are funny.
But
Hey, so right now, you hear the music now and back then. What you think? You think the game is missing anything? Like you just like missing concept, or it's like, or you think it's cool? Or that's just how it evolves. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
honest. It's just I evolved. Shit, I can remember when I was little and playing my first rap songs. My grandma used to be like, "What the fuck is that? That ain't music." That's how it is when my kids start playing some of this shit. I'll be saying the
Right.
same thing, but
I agree.
that's just how
Slap
shit go,
them,
man. And you just gotta
Man.
learn to cope with change with the times, man.
Right.
But you know, I guess it's how it's supposed to be. Shit,
But
you
see, you-
can't complain about what they doing.
What I think is pretty dope is that, like, right now, even with the change in the times, is that you, like, continue to push the same original Mob Figaz style. You ain't, because you know a lot of motherfuckers be trying to sit there and play the chameleon game and try to play to what's hip and shit like that. And you just stuck to the, same Mob Figaz sound, and, you know what I mean? And staying true to your style, not, trying to do something that you ain't, like a lot of rappers or that been rapping from back in the day, trying to switch their styles up and shit. So either way, you're just keeping it 100 Mob, you know what I mean? And still keep coming with the slaps, though. You feel me?
Right.
Sticking to the script.
Right.
Man.
I see you got the crash on. You went to the store. Want to go get that?
Yeah, man. My mama loved Nipsey. She wanted to go out there, so my whole family went out there to the store and shit. Special time. We got family in LA too, so it was just like a double thing. But my mama was a fan of Nipsey. Shit.
You feel like he was a vital piece of the game?
Hell yeah. To not even the game, just to
Man.
Life journey and period, huh?
yeah, man.
Cause
He was one of them key pieces.
right.
You know what happened to them? Like same thing happened to Martin and Malcolm, and they gonna knock you down, man.
Yeah,
Basically,
Tupac.
you got some substance in you.
What was your
Right.
favorite song you made, or what's one that hit home for you?
What's the name of that shit? I don't even know the name of it, but I know my mama's favorite one. All my life, grinding all my life.
Yeah,
Man,
that
that's
shit's
crazy. She love that shit.
You like she be always all time black.
What? That's her shit right there.
If you was stuck in a car and you had one album to take with you on the road, you can only play that album. What would it be?
America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube.
All right.
That's your shit.
Shit.
All right.
Man, it
Okay.
was put together everything, man.
Hell yeah,
It was
cute.
like a movie.
Right.
A movie you can just listen to.
That's
Hell
cute.
yeah. And then just to even say that, and then to see where Cube at right now in the game. Like, that's what he doing in his movies.
Right.
You know
Kids
what I'm
movies
saying?
and shit,
He directing too, right?
Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
it's just,
Vision.
Yeah, Q Vision Production. I mean, he started with the Friday, man, and just kept going.
Didn't he write that and then he tried to present it to like Spike Lee or somebody and they was just like, oh, I'm gonna get to it. He presented it to him and then he was like, I'm gonna do it. Spike Lee, I don't think he had come through, but he showed him. He's like, "This is dope." You feel me?
Right.
He kept pushing. That's
It's a
dope.
classic.
We making a couple short films. We probably might need you in one of them just to play, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
one of
man. I could been acting on too.
Right.
I was in a few movies. JT the Bigger Figure did Beware of Those.
Beware of those. I seen that one.
But
That was on Trap
it
Flicks?
was a
The
real
old
movie
school
though,
throwback, yeah.
called Thug Money, Juice, and them put out. But it didn't get to come out because the feds had hit them boys kind of hard and shit, but the movie's still floating around. As a matter of fact, I die in the movie.
Oh damn! Do you have it?
Nope, my homegirl got it.
Oh, that's
She
hard
got
out
it
here.
on DVD.
Can tap in with her, bro.
It's crazy because I die in a car in a high speed.
Oh, that's
in the
damn.
movie. And to tell you the real shit, I guess when they film a movie, I guess they started from the end to the beginning. So when Juice would call us and tell us, all right, y'all got to meet us here, that we filming here today. This particular day, we was filming at a church. I go to the church, and they got the hearse outside, casket and everything.
Damn.
What the fuck this shit about? You don't know what this about? No, nigga, you know you dying.
You dying? You read the script?
No, I didn't know that. He said, shit, you getting in that? Man, I'm not getting in that motherfucking casket.
Right.
He said, man, they had the preacher come talk to me and everything, and the dude who was filming the movie, he come talk to me, he like, you know, this would be good on your credits and on your repertoire and shit, you know, because big actors, they don't like to get in the caskets either. That's why you'll see a big picture when it's a funeral time. So he was like that, and I end up getting in that motherfucker. I done laid in the casket, my nigga. Got in that motherfucker. And my eyes kept batting when my eyes was closed, so they had to put some glasses on me and spray them motherfuckers so you wouldn't see the cameras off the lenses and shit. And they really had like a real funeral. You all remember Herm Lou? Herm Lou, with the compilations?
Yeah,
he was the preacher.
Okay.
They had Herm playing the preacher. I'm dead and shit. And it was like probably some years after that, I really get in a high-speed chase and almost died in that motherfucker.
Goddamn.
Kind of like that nigga from Batman, the Joker, how he really killed himself. He crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's you getting in the cash remind me of CB4 when the nigga was like, I want my money, motherfucker, and sock that nigga in the face.
That shit was crazy. I'm talking about a real.
That's crazy. What they have you wear? They had a clean
tuxedo and everything. It was a real funeral,
damn.
Bro. They had the girls singing and all that shit.
Bro, that had to be a weird ass fucking feeling.
It was, because it ain't no pad, and all you feel is you feel the wire, whatever is under that.
You
wasn't
no
pad, none of that shit.
You feel me?
And that shit was crazy.
You got to attend your own funeral. That's some weird shit.
Yep, it was a movie called Thug Money. It was like a redo of the Mac, but instead of pimping, they were selling dope in the movie.
Okay.
And he had like Mitchie Slick, a lot of LA cats, Dago and shit came in, was in the movie and shit. It was gonna be big if it would ever came out.
I think we shot a video for Bro Jackson. Bro Jackson had shot a video for the Mac's son. To do whoever they based that movie off of, I think it's Jet Black. We had shot like a music video for it. It was really dope. I don't even smoke, bro. That's I'm going on damn near 2 years and not blowing, man.
Man, you know,
I gotta be focused.
At the end of the day, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Different strokes for different folks.
Hello. Yep.
But that's a lot of Don Julio. That's a lot.
Ooh, shit.
I see it. It's like that.
That's your preference of what you drink?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Died off
That
tequila
crunch
years
wrap.
ago.
That's nice.
I drink vodka. I used to be a cognac kid, but I had too many DUIs off of that shit.
Right.
I mean, I was in Frisco, got pulled over, and this was when weed was illegal. The motherfucker pulled me over. I'm trying to hide my weed and forgot I had a big ass bottle of XO on the side of me in the passenger seat. Motherfucker pulled up and said, "You been drinking?" I said, "No." He said, "Man, get your ass out the car." I went to motherfucking 850 Bryant. I got out the next morning to go get my car out the tow. The Hennessy bottle was still, the XO bottle was still there. I was like, I ain't finna drink this shit. Ain't no telling what the fuck they done did to this
Yeah, no,
shit.
for sure.
Poured
For
that
sure.
shit
Fuck
out.
that. They spinning it and all kinds of
Quit
shit.
drinking that brown shit. I even quit smoking a couple months ago.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, that's what I was gonna ask you. You feel like JT the Bigger Figure was like played a big role in the music scene in the Bay Area?
Yeah, shit. He what?
Yeah, he is.
Man, that's who Rob Lowe thought he was. He patterned himself off of that nigga, man. The beats and the instant hits and shit. We did too. Man, that GLP shit was big back then.
Right. You got any other projects coming out?
Yeah, man. Me and Rissa Factor working on an album. We got something coming. Trying to get that out probably in the next couple months. I got a compilation I'm doing with a lot of Pittsburg artists. And I got another album called Rydah Music. Probably be coming out in a couple months too.
Yeah, for sure.
We still working. 18 making rap still on radio.
Oh yeah, right, but still too long for the fucking radio.
Motherfucking radio.
What's your favorite Jagger song?
Summer Nights in the P. some shit that probably everybody ain't heard, cause it was some shit we did when we was just out here running around. Some nights in the Pluto.
All day, like right here, bro. We out here just chilling, bro. Really, man. There was a bunch of people outside. We were all eating, having a good time. You feel me? So we got here, Pittsburgh's finest.
It's a beautiful night out here in the 9-2 fish.
You know, and you know we out here, Pittsburgh's finest. Just shout out to Pittsburgh's finest for sure letting us come out here, man.
Building and shout out to the barbecue spot next door for letting us take over with the tacos.
Yeah, you know, that's barbecue. What's up?
I know they was hot. Cause they still got a line outside for the crunch wraps right now.
They still got a gang. Hey, you don't got any words to like some upcoming artists or youth, especially in the Bay Area, that anything you could tell them, like some pointers, you feel me, that's freshly in the game?
Man, keep your foot on the gas, man. Don't stop doing what you're doing. It's a whole day and age. It's far different from when I was coming up. You don't gotta wait, or you don't have to have some other nigga going to cash your checks. You know what I'm saying? You can be your own boss. So
you gotta be out here trying to
trap
trap
hard
hard.
in the game and hey, baby, put your foot down, man.
You know,
it's a whole different game nowadays. It's way easier. And it's even better. It's one of the best times to get in the game. I wish shit.
social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's like having a TV spot, man.
That's to your benefit.
I keep telling people, you know, people with small businesses, you need to get a commercial, man, because it's like putting it on TV when you put it on a social media platform.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like my boy, like Dom, man, I heard about him before we came out here with the Crunch Rap thing. I seen it all over social media. Everyone's like, oh, Dom traps so hard. And I'm looking at it, it's okay. I had a chance, Endz have him come out here, man. That's fire, man. Y'all need to get on it. Yeah, you know, it's like, what is that, a half pound of food in that tortilla? You know? You know?
Just looking at it, you be saying to yourself, I can't eat all that
right?
shit.
And tear that shit up.
You bite that shit, you're gonna knock it down.
That's for sure. I got one to go, too. He ain't going nowhere, is he? Nah.
No, they're still out there. That football game over, so people still lining up.
Oh, yeah, you know it's about to be.
And I know they got in that ass, too. They whipped them boys.
You know, Pittsburgh repping.
That's dope.
The farthest you went, like when you guys were touring or to do a show, what's the farthest you ever went to go do a show?
Probably Hawaii or Alaska. Yeah, I think it's Alaska farther than Hawaii.
I think so.
I think it is, because you can see Russia from that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I never seen
Alaska.
You know?
I ain't know it was black people in Alaska. To tell you the truth. When I went to Alaska, it was so many Pittsburgh motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
What?
Seen Himes out there?
I'm talking about it was some peoples out there from around the way.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I know. I heard about it.
Wherever.
No, I heard. You know, out there pimping in Alaska. Bricks and stuff. Yeah, but man, this was good having you come out, Rydah, man. It's definitely a pleasure to kick off the whole Untold Stories podcast with you, man. You know, Pittsburgh's finest here at the store.
Feel good. Am I like one of the first ones?
You are the first one. You know what I mean? This is the first episode.
Pat myself on the back, man.
But you know what, though? At the end of the day, you know, you don't even need to. We patting you on the back, man. Classic music, man. It's timeless music. You know what I'm saying? You see the old white man trying to take pictures with you and shit. Bro, I can only imagine them like riding through Danville, slapping the fly gas. You feel me? You know, just in the mode, like, you know, picking up their kid from school. You feel me?
He cool than a motherfucker.
But right on, man. Definitely right on. It was a pleasure, man. So thank everybody for tuning in this evening. Endz with the Lenz, man.
Shout out to everybody, man. Motherfucking Pittsburgh's finest.
Pittsburgh.
Jackson, Westbound Entertainment, man.
Uptown, downtown.
You know what I'm saying?
A. Jones, the shooters,
Man,
Mike
everybody
DeLauer,
shooters.
Cameron,
You
dig?
know
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Up and
man,
at
we
everybody.
working, baby.
And we out.
Yeah.